Welcome to final round coverage of the 303 Open presented by Discmania 2019 edition. We have feature card coverage brought to you by Dale Ryden and Ryan Higgins from Cheyenne. We're going to cover this final round. I got commentary here with Nick Hansen.
Welcome everybody. It's going to be a good day. Beautiful weather out. We have Haley King starting off here, sponsored by Discraft. She's in the lead currently at 1 over.
Close on her heels is Colorado-bred Paige Bierkes, sitting one back, defending world champion.
We have Missy Gannon up next at 3 over par. Looking to make a run today, as this is her home state.
She's a long monster. And then fourth on our card is Rebecca Cox. She's a Latitude 64 member, our team member, and right there in the hunt, she's only 3 back of the lead. Head into hole 1 here. This is a double up hole, and players are throwing from up to an elevated fairway. They got to be careful of the OB lines to the right, and then of course getting it up over the hill. Try to keep it, just bring it back into the center of the fairway, set you up for a clean shot into the green, which is surrounded by a lot of OB, and Haley's done just that.
So we've got Paige up here next. Looks like she's going to go with the hyzer as well.
And that looks like a good one.
Right in the middle of the fairway where you want to be.
You see the OB line there. You don't want to get too tight to that, then it forces an ante shot on your approach, which is a little bit tougher to control. There is an OB island that comes into play on the green shot when you're throwing in. It's Missy Gannon from Longmont, Team DD.
Looks like she might have cut that a little short there. Yeah, she's going to be on that side hill there, it looks like.
Not going to make it up the hill. It's going to be some tough footing, but
probably
she's got that shot.
Probably a standstill approach, I would say.
Definitely. Do not want to fall. Here's Rebecca Cox. She's in a good mood today. Most of the competitors were smiling and having fun. She gets a good pull into it.
That looks good as well, right in the middle.
It's right where you want to be. You see that dirt patch ahead of there is the tee for the regular hole. Trees on the right side come into play, and you see the OB line extends all the way down. Borders one of the greens coming back. She's gotten into that one good.
Looks like a good shot. She'll be in bounds, it looks like, and have another hyzer into the green there for her par.
A little bit left to where you want to be, but not too bad.
Missy here, like I said, that standstill on the side of the hill. Looks like she got a good throw on that, though.
That's not bad. She's playing for 4 at this point. Yeah. Honestly, unless you crush your drive, you're really just playing for a 4. You don't want to mess up this upshot.
I think Paige has a shot to get it, though. If she gets over on 1.
Definitely. She's got to get through that tree right there that it's headed at. If she can hyzer back. It's looking good.
It's going to get caught up right there. You talked about, Mike.
Little short. It's going to be a tough putt. She's going to have some branches in her way, but maybe able to go to run. And Haley looks like she's sitting in a really good spot here. She can get it up in there and get some hyzer.
A little more hyzer for her approach.
Ooh, it's cutting in early, it looks like.
Yeah, she's going to be on the other side. That's going to be really probably just a pitch out. She'll be lucky to have a look from there.
Those are invasive Russian olives. They make for good protection of greens. Here's Missy with her 3rd shot. Spiking it around.
Going up and over those trees.
And, ooh, a little long, but short of the OB line. You see the OB line that lines the back of the green there.
Probably circles edge putt for her. Rebecca here doing the same, trying to go up and over top, it looks like.
This is a tough shot because you have an OB island that's deep if they were to pull it and throw a little too far.
You can see it on the left there, but that's a good shot. She'll have about a 30-footer as well, I'd say.
This is the Adams County Jail for Haley.
Like I said, just pitching out from there. Paige here.
Ooh, just clip that branch.
A little
just
low.
clip that branch.
Ooh, Missy a little low as well there. She's going to tap in for her bogey.
That's the danger if you don't get up onto that flat. You're really scrambling trying to save that par.
Rebecca's well low.
So far, a couple of the ladies not quite getting their putts up. Sometimes it's that first hole jitters, especially final day. It is a tight card. Everybody's in the hunt. Missy taps in for her bogey. Couple of par cleanups here. Paige Bierkus with the par.
Another bogey, and Haley will also tap out for her par.
So 2 pars, 2 bogeys, and the top 2 stay the same, and they get a little bit more breathing room from 3rd and 4th.
Yep. So on to hole 2 here, we have an island hole. We also have a Mando on the right there. Drop zone for that. Drop zone up left if you miss the island. Pretty tough shot as the green does roll away. And here we have Haley leading off with the sidearm approach.
Seems like all Discraft players have a pretty good sidearm, and she's no exception. It needs to sit down though. It's a fast green, like you were saying, and there you see it. You can feel like you're coming in good, but just a little too much speed. It's cut pretty short right now. Let's see what Paige will do. One of the options is a backhand putter because it'll grab a little tighter.
I do like that approach myself. And
just like that.
Gonna sit nicely there. She'll have a good look at getting her 2.
That might have been a mid-range, but either way, it's a good shot. A mid-range or a putter is a good choice here. Looks like Missy's probably going with a putter. This is a hole that used to be a re-tee back before the PDGA changed the rules, and we used to see some really high scores here. We still see some decently high scores, but certainly not as punishing as before.
That one's going to hyzer out a little bit. It looks like maybe circle's edge.
But safe, Nick, and that's really important on this green. If you're safe, it's one of those holes where you feel like you should get a 2, but honestly, a 3 is not bad at all. Let's see what Rebecca can do. She looks like she's going backhand putter as well.
Turning it over. Oh.
Ooh, caught one of the early trees, so she's going to be going to the drop zone as well. There's Haley pitching up.
Not a bad choice. This basket is a little elevated here. No need to run this.
And you can see where the other cameraman's standing, how below the basket he is. It just runs away to that as well. Rebecca pitched up as well.
Missy here. Let's see if she can give it a good bid. Oh.
Good run for 2. Definitely. That's a scary putt.
Yep, it's a good one to go for.
And this right here is to take the lead, and there you go.
That's what you want to do. 2 holes in there, birdie bogey.
Take advantage of the opponent's mistakes. There's going to be plenty of that out here today.
Our other players are going to tap out here.
And Haley with the bogey. It's just one of those holes. There's a lot more bogeys than you would think because that OB does come into play. We got Haley, of course, now one stroke back of Paige, and Missy's 3 clear, or 3 back of Paige, and Rebecca 5 back right now. Going into hole 3. So hole 3 is another double up. There's a Mando about 150, 200 down the fairway where you got to stay left, and then an OB lake that comes into play. A dry OB lake comes in at the green. And here's Paige. She's throwing. Looks like she's just throwing the straight shot out and allowing it to hyzer out to the left. There's an OB line that does come into play, but it looks like she's fine. And then that gives you a pretty straight approach into the green.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. Really, to get one to turn over and get far down there is a tough shot. Turn it over too early, you're going to be into those trees on the right. So.
And it plays longer than it says. It's 603, but with the Mando forcing you to throw out and around, it plays a little bit longer. So it's every bit of a par 4.
Looks like Missy's doing the same thing. Maybe hyzering out a little earlier. That's going to be... I think it's close, but I think I saw that line back there. I think she's safe.
It's Haley King. She's got a lot of power behind her throw. A little too much on that one.
A little turnover there, but a little too low as well, it looked like.
Yeah, but it'll be okay. She got around the Mando. It's going to be better than she thinks when she gets up there. She's going to have options, be able to throw a hyzer if she wants.
I think she'll definitely have a chance to get the birdie still. We got Rebecca here throwing the sidearm off the tee. Not a bad option either. She could really set herself up well to throw sidearm to get the birdie.
Yeah, that's just left from our perspective of the regular tee pad for this hole. So she's got a good look to bring it in. She wants to throw it through the gap there. The pin's about 30 feet behind the last tree.
Yeah, a little bit of a low ceiling coming in as well. She's going to skip
Just
up
a
there.
little short.
A little short, but I think she'll have a putt.
If you can get inside the circle on this hole, it's good. You want to avoid those trees on the left and, of course, the OB. Looks like Haley put a little move on this, and that looks nice.
That's
a little long.
nice turnover shot. Going to be a little long, but
putt.
she'll definitely have a putt for 2. Or 3, sorry.
And here's Missy. She had that straight line in there. So maybe going a little wider was actually helpful for her.
Definitely. That looked like she had a clean up shot. Clean look at the basket.
And here's Paige.
Paige looks like she's got a good one as well. Just needs to turn it over a little.
Putter. And there's those trees, guardian trees. They're tough from there. This is a looks like just outside the circle putt, maybe right circle's edge. Oh, and she got it.
For birdie. Did she go through the trees there, Mike?
She did go through the trees.
Whew. She's off to a good start here.
So that's another birdie for Paige. She is, looks like 2 down through 3 holes. Let's see if the ladies can match her here. Rebecca for her 3.
Just a little short again there. But
first couple putts for her have been a little bit short. Haley as well, same. It can be tough on players in Colorado. You do have to putt it a little harder. The disc does fall out of the air, wants to get out of the air a little quicker. So sometimes you need to put a little bit more height on it that you're not used to at lower elevations. Here's Missy for her 3 after that great approach.
Good putt.
Hard putt like that. That's just a good solid putt.
Yep.
Good birdie for Missy. She's going to pick one up on the other 2 ladies.
And this is Rebecca for her par.
You can see on some of these holes, you see the poles. Ooh.
Left side and out.
She definitely put it hard enough on that one. Maybe a little bit of frustration there. I would be frustrated as well. Here's Haley cleaning up.
There we are. Par as well.
Tough hole for Rebecca. She got a little bit of a tentative putt and then a little bit of a spit out to the side. So she actually loses 2 to the birdies. We got Paige is 1 down on that hole, 2 down overall today, and she's sitting at even and has the lead going to hole 4.
So here we have hole 4, par 4, I would say. Another double up hole. The left side has an OB line. The right side has those trees along it. You really just want to stay down the middle so that way you can have another shot up towards the basket. Paige.
And where Paige threw it here is pretty good. You just want to be in that open area.
Yeah.
Have a clean look coming up on your second shot.
You know, this is quite a bit uphill, even though you wouldn't expect it off the tee.
Yeah, first part's a little bit downhill, so it tricks you a little bit. Missy turned that one over a touch, but she's going to be okay. It's all about angle here on this one. Haley smoked that one.
Yeah, it looked like a good pull. Rebecca lining up that hyzer there, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be right out there in the middle as well.
Yep. A couple clusters of small trees there. If you can avoid those, then you're sitting good. Looks like all of them are going to have a fairly clean look up at the pin, and you can see how uphill this hole becomes at this point and makes it considerably longer than it seems.
Looks like Missy turned that over out of the hand. She did.
Ooh.
She'll have an upshot from there.
Yeah, quite a bit right. She'll be playing for a 4, definitely. It's easy to do because you got to give it a little extra as you're running uphill. So Rebecca does here. She got a good pull on it.
Looks like a good pull. And she'll be a little short, but, might be able to, give it a toss. Maybe a half run.
And that's the miss here. It's a touchy upshot. It's really a full shot. And if you don't get enough height on it and the right kind of power, you're not going to get up there. It looks like Paige threw this one pretty solid as well, but you can see it's short as well.
On the same spot. A little farther along.
Those are going to be scary putts for him because that green does roll away to the right pretty severely.
That's unfortunate for Haley right there, I would say. She had a great drive, but it's going to have not so good footing.
Fantastic distance. That's great distance that she threw on that drive.
I think she kind of just threw a hyzer just to get up there and, probably get up there for a par.
Yeah, tough footing. It's lumpy and uphill. And we had a considerable amount of moisture this week as well. Here's Missy giving it a run on the upshot here.
That's a good shot. She's just put herself in a good
She's happy
position
with
to
it.
get her par.
Here's one of those baskets. I was talking about the poles. They can be the baskets can be moved up and down, and it's a little more add a little bit more difficulty to holes just based off of how you want to do them. Here's the ladies pitching up, Paige and Becca.
Well, I think she gave that one a run. But not a bad idea just pitching up either on this hole. As you can see, it runs down. It's pretty easy to get a roll away here.
Very easy. Not much of a separator unless Haley had the distance definitely to get the 3 on this. But she just got a little unlucky with the hyzer and out to that lumpy area. Didn't quite have the footing to get all her power behind it. But we got a lot of pars there. Looks like Ryan Knuth out caddying.
Yeah, so star par there. Not a bad hole for the ladies.
No, not at all. And now we go to the next hole. This is hole 5. Thrown from the sidewalk over by the apartments. You can test it with a big ante shot around the left side, that big tree there. But most players are just going to throw, a hyzer around the fat tree bush in the center, and then just try to throw something up to the green. There is OB pretty much everywhere on this hole, but most importantly around the green. And Paige has done it perfect right there.
Yeah, Paige turned it over right out of the hand, came back hyzer. She's going to have a good look at, getting up there for her birdie.
And one thing you got to be careful of, there is OB long off this tee shot, so it is more of a shape shot.
Yeah, you don't want to push it too much. And Missy is going to be...
close, but she's good.
She's
Ooh,
safe,
green.
but yeah, just like he said.
Green is good.
You can get OB going that way. Here's a hyzer approach.
Getting a little tight to OB on the left.
Definitely tight, but I think she's going to be good. Yep.
There's a green flag.
Rebecca here. She's going to be throwing probably that same flat shot, I would say.
This hole used to throw back from a dirt tee pad, but it's a little better footing. Ooh, she turned it over. So that's that OB line. You got to be careful with it because it's not really that long, but if you turn it over, it gets on you pretty quickly. So she'll be throwing 3 from here. There's Ryan Higgins in the background, one of our camera guys. Thank you for your time, Ryan.
Good side arm there. She's going to be short, though, but I think from there she'll have a jump putt.
Yeah, if she can see around that bush, that's not a bad spot to be in.
So Missy pushed that line as well, and as you can see, she's going to have tight and hyzer, I would say, to get to the basket.
This is a scary shot because you're just hoping it finishes just
short there. It looks
that's okay.
like.
It's safe, but that bush is going to give her some issues. Here's Paige going with a sky stall putter shot. Is this what we have here? And that is a great shot. A little bit of an ante.
Great shot. She's going to have her a good look there, I think. I don't know how deep that was, but...
Definitely inside the circle, but there's a little meat on that bone. And here's Haley coming up. Looks like she had the longest drive. Easy little forehand.
Yep. That was...
Should we tap it in for 3 on that one? This is a good 3.
Good 3, I would say. Got some putts here for these two. And
not quite enough.
Just a little low again, but ooh, looks like Missy kind of tucked up to that tree. She's just gonna have, a spin putt from there. Short.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Need to get enough.
I mean, that tree's at least what, 35? Would you say?
Yeah.
So
you're outside the circle if you're putting there. Just outside. Here's Paige for the birdie.
And it just falls out. You got to want that one. And I think she definitely gave it a good run. I think it was maybe a little soft and it got pushed out there.
A little bit weak side, yeah. I think it actually looked like it went off the ring on the bottom of the chain.
I didn't see that there.
Either way.
Yeah, that's
bad
a tough
break,
one.
But that was a good. She played that well.
But still got her par, so that's good on this hole. Can't be mad about that. The rest of our ladies tap out. Haley with the birdie, bringing it back to within 1 on Paige as we go into hole 6 here. So this used to be an island hole with 2 Mandos. Is that right, Mike?
Double Mando, yep.
Yeah.
Right off the tee.
It's we've given them a little more space nowadays, and I really like the hole how it is. I think the preferred line is still between those trees. We have Haley up here first.
Didn't see too many hyzers, at least that I saw. I thought we would see more. And that's pushing the OB line.
Yeah, she turned that over. She'll be putting right there for 3, though. And she'll have her chance.
Yeah, still. Yeah. It used to be so you'd come back and throw from a drop zone on that shot in years past. Last year it was changed, and we had players running a little bit more like that, like Paige Bierkus just did there. That's an ideal spot to be. You're putting back towards OB, but the OB, you got enough room there where you can give it a fair run if you're inside the circle.
Say you got at least 25 feet there. I mean, she's probably at the circle or just outside.
That's where she's money from. There's Missy Gannon, her teammate on Team DD.
That looks good.
The fairway driver, same type of line that Paige just took, a little closer to the basket though.
That's a good shot there. A little deep. She'll be putting uphill just a little.
Going a little long here isn't bad because you do have that uphill putt. You do have to be wary of the OB lines, but these girls seem like they can't even see them. They're just parking it in there.
Rebecca throwing that same shot. They all threw up that middle just like we talked about. She's going to be right next to that OB line. I think that would have been OB last year. What do you think,
Last year that would have been OB. Yep, yeah. Definitely.
Haley here for her 3. And, left side and out. That was close. I mean, a good run, I would say. A little more right, and that would have been in.
Paige just kind of laying up there. It's, like I said, it's a bit of a scary putt. There is a lot of distance error between the basket and Rebecca, but that's all downhill, and on camera, on video, it doesn't really give you the perspective. It's a little more severe than it looks. Even that was trying to stand up.
I mean, the good thing is she gave it height this time, you know.
Yes.
She's been low on the basket or under, so, you know, she's getting it up above the basket. Hopefully we can see some going in from here. Going in for her shortly.
And here's Missy. She had a really tight tee shot. And there's a 2.
Nice. There's a good birdie for her.
That's all. So that moves her up. She's 2 back now.
Yeah. She tied with Haley now, I think, after that.
Haley took the bow. Yes, they're tied, I believe, now.
So she's making her own charge here at starting, you know, at hole 6. We'll see how far she's
some of our all-star volunteers, the Kuchers back there. Here's Paige tapping in.
Just tapping in for that par.
So we had 35 volunteers this weekend who came out. Over 25 of them that volunteered for 3 days to spot. So most of them assigned to a single hole for 3 days. So thank you so much, the volunteers. You really made this event happen. Here's hole 7. This is called Grandma's Hole, and a little bit of a change this year. Normally we throw to a pin that's on the left side hill. This year we're using the island green that's normally hole 6 for Highlands. So that's an island green up there. There's a mando to the left where you see the 2 telephone poles. The left mando is a mando pole to the right. So you just want to put it over that green box here, ideally, and hyzer it back a little bit into the fairway, and then setting up for your second shot.
And it looks like Missy's done just that. She's going to have a great shot to just lay it up to then, you know, throw another layup to really get her 4, I would say.
Yeah, 4 here. Paige pulled it a little bit, but that's going to be all right. It's hyzering out pretty hard.
Yeah,
so.
And she's going to be a good spot up top there, you know.
It's really not bad to be up higher because you have flatter footing. A lot of these holes on this side of the course are really about footing. Do you have an uphill lie, side hill lie, or a lumpy lie? And Rebecca setting up here. And judging the angle on this, you do have that branch that hangs. It doesn't seem like it's in the way on video, but it actually does get in your head a little bit. Oh, and she hit the mando.
I think she did hit that mando pole there. So
rock solid. So we owe her $1. That's metal. I believe the same as a basket. All right, here's Haley. She has a lot of power.
She does. This is going to be a good one if it gets a good skip.
Yeah, look at that. Massive skip.
Did.
That's a great shot. That's a great tee shot.
She's going to have a nice, easy, probably mid-range upshot to then another upshot, I would say, to get her 4.
Or maybe she'll give it a run.
She could.
Here's Haley. This is her second shot. She hit the mando, but she didn't cross it, so she's fine.
Yeah, she's still going to be able to play for her birdie as well. She's getting some of that side roll, looks like. Side hill roll.
Side hill roll. And you can see up here the road is inbounds because it's a little, you get some unfair rolls that can happen there. So
Paige
we didn't
as
want to
well.
overpunish the
Looks
players.
like with the good upshot there, that's really where you want to land. That's a flat spot there where those tire tracks are. If you can get to just the left side of them.
Flat spots are good spots on this course.
Yeah, really about those placement shots we've been talking about out here.
And here's Missy, the Cannon Gannon. She does have an arm, but she's playing smart here. It's not really worth it where she was at. She can still play up and go for a birdie. Chip away at it. Haley doing the same. She crushed her drive.
I think she could have. I think she could have went for it.
Yeah, because that looked like a standstill little upshot. She might have had an opportunity, but
Yeah, but
maybe just wasn't feeling it.
I don't blame her for not going for it. I mean, you get out of here with a 4, you're still looking good. You're getting one up.
Yeah,
You know?
and there's a great up by Rebecca. You could see the side hill that she was on. And it's
Yeah.
deceiving on camera too. We're not sure. Looks not quite as severe as it really is. This is quite a bit uphill into this green as well.
Yeah.
That's a great upshot by
Looking
Paige.
back, you can see where their upshots came from. You can see that green box there that we talked about. Just
Yep.
getting over that to get to that flat.
This is one of our 3-day spotters. Waiting to call it out.
That shot is a little short, but she'll still have a putt. She's probably about circle's edge, don't you think?
Yeah, anything. If you can get a circle's edge here for a birdie putt, you're
Definitely.
going to be happy.
Yeah.
She hit that one a little flat. Those rocks, I actually saw those come into play a little bit more than I anticipated this weekend, with shots hitting them and ricocheting different ways.
Missy here for her birdie. She got it. That's
Good
2 in a
birdie.
row for her now, I think, right?
2 in a row, yep. Missy is on, not quite in fuego, but she is on fire. There's Haley. She got a little unfortunate hitting that rock. Ooh.
Low.
Pushed her out just enough that she couldn't get it up there. That is an uphill putt pretty much from most of these angles.
Another one just low. Like you said, Mike, you got to get it up.
Chin up, like PJ Brooking always says. Paige Bierkus, chin up, and then she taps in for birdie. But it's a par. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of there.
Yeah.
Definitely where you want to pick up a stroke, but a 5 on there is nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Yeah, we had 2 birdies and 2 pars there. Good hole for the ladies again. Paige goes to 1 under. Missy Gannon actually jumps to second place there at 1 over.
2 shots back.
So here we are with hole 8. This is, it's not a must get, but, it's one of the holes out here that you definitely want to put a good shot on this because, you want this too out here.
Yeah, definitely.
So
It's 350. It's a little downhill. It has some shape to the shot. We got the Disc Golf Park tee pad this year, so it's a little bit better footing for them. They could commit to it and give it a rip. You don't want to pull it too much so you hit those trees on the right.
No.
Missy
that looks good.
is throwing a good one. Yeah, that's
Oh.
right there.
I think that's
Look
valet
at it.
parking.
Valet parking for sure.
Right up
Pick
close.
up your keys after the round. Let's see what Paige can do. Looks like she might be throwing a mid-range. Ooh, she got that a little low.
A little low out of the hand. See if she can get nothing. That grass is thick down there, but
Yeah, once you hit foliage, whether it's the trees or the grass on this hole, your disc is pretty much stopping.
she'll have an upshot though. She'll get her 3
Yeah.
and get out of here, I'm sure. Easy pitch up for her. Rebecca here, hopefully, and do what Missy did. Looks good out of the hand, I would say.
Yeah, she put a good move on that. Maybe
Little
not quite
short.
enough.
Little short, but she'll have a jump putt.
She will have a look, and this is a pin that you can give a run with on most putts. Here's Haley. This should be what would think be a fairly simple shot for her, and it is
Just gonna be
just above the pin.
Yeah.
Sampy showing us she's safe up there. One of our course superintendents, Sean Gold, as well. Paige pitching up. Here's Rebecca with her look at a 2. Wow, she's just a hair off.
She's been an inch off of, I would say, how many strokes now?
Probably 5.
Yeah.
Probably 5. And there's a birdie. That's a good putt by Haley. She looks like she's been waiting for that. Hopefully it'll get her some energy, get her going. And there's Rebecca cleaning up for pars. She's been cleaning up for a lot of pars. She's had a lot of birdie looks, but just a tad low on those putts today. I'm sure it doesn't help with the baskets moving up and down. You're trying to get that dialed in, but that's one of the difficulties of playing this course. Paige tapping in for her par, and that's Missy's 3rd. Is that a turkey? Gobble gobble.
That is 3 in a row for her, I think.
And that cuts the deficit to 1 stroke.
She's 1, and Haley
picked up 1 as well, so she's 2 strokes back of the lead.
You know, this is a tight race going here.
Hole 9. All right, so we crossed the transition in the new bridge. Thank you to all the volunteers who came out and helped with that. We got a safe crossing there. This is a considerably uphill shot. It says a par 3, but it's more like a par 4. It's going to play that way. This first shot, if you could get it up to the flat part of the hill up here with some decent footing, Missy's pulled it a little, but that's not bad. She'll have to go over the lake that comes into play on the second shot, but it's a good position. Ooh, Haley's pulled that one quite a bit.
Oof, I was looking for her to get the in the circle 3. But
yeah, she's got.
It's going to be tough from that location,
here, but and it's okay on this shot too. Those trees in the distance, if you go at that and hyzer out, you're still going to have a play for a 3. Yeah. That's pretty short.
That's
the issue with going right on this tee shot and turning it over like that is you take so much distance off of your shot. Some of those shots are probably only going 200, 230 feet. So
I would say they're going farther than that, tougher. But it is considerably uphill, and.
Yeah, you can see here. So that lake to the right she's got to go over that lake. The pin is about 60 right of the big double tree there, basically going at that telephone pole, and just barely made it. Haley's got a big arm, so yeah.
She was pretty short though, like we said. Turned it over. Paige turned one over out of the hand. That should be a
reliable, stable
shot.
Hyzer there.
She's gonna be down the hill, maybe circle's edge. What do you say?
Yeah, she'll have a look at 3. Right about there. She'll be able to be aggressive. If she's outside the circle, it is an uphill putt from there. That could be a positive or negative. Here's the cannon, Missy Gannon. Smoothing it over the lake. Very smooth shot. Getting a little skip off the rocks and maybe a little bit short, but again, she'll have a run at a par.
Definitely.
And that'll feel like a birdie if they hit, you get a 3 on this hole.
Yeah, Rebecca here is really in the best spot right now. She's going to be just thrown over the left side of that lake, but good shot here. She'll be inside the circle.
Yeah, she should be able to get aggressive here.
That looks good. Little low.
Little low. Oh,
she got the good skip,
nice.
I would say. So she's going to be right there for a putt as well.
Little nose up skip. All right, Haley wants to just tuck this close. She's going to be taking a bogey unless she can get it in. And good run from about 60.
Missy here for her 3.
Going through her routine. She's good about doing that, repeating that every time. It's important when you putt.
Oh, it's a little high, but
gave it a good run.
If you're not above the basket, you're not even giving it a chance. So
it's a good job keeping that up. That was a considerable uphill putt. So to band it, definitely stuck with it. Oof.
Left side and out. Let's see if Rebecca can gain a stroke on the card here and grab this 3. I think she's got a good chance here.
Oh, and she got it up.
Nice.
That's maybe that'll get her going for the back 9.
That's gotta be a good feeling there. You've had a couple short ones, and you finally get one, and you grab a stroke on the whole card. So
yeah, 2 strokes on the leader. So looks like Haley's cleaning up here. She's going to take a bogey as well.
Yep.
And that's going to wrap up our front 9. We got 9 more holes of action coming to you. We're going to be heading to that with Paige Bierkus with the lead. Missy Gannon sitting 1 back, and Haley King 1 back of that. So we got a 3-way race. Just like to thank again Dale Ryden and Ryan Higgins for the video coverage from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Appreciate that, guys. This has been the FPO lead card for the 3rd round of the 2019 303 Open presented by Discmania. A couple extra thanks we'd like to get in there is our artists Les White, Manny Trujillo, Tom Hamilton, and Rob Park. Zing Minis for doing the Full Metal Jacket minis for us. Austin Montgomery and Chris Brubeck, it's good to have you guys home. Discmania, Colorado. And everybody who helped out. Like we said, we had over 40 volunteers. It's the community that makes this happen. So thank you.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back shortly with the second part of this action.